a Raveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. Now finish this. Climb to the base of the Raveni's skull. The ogre's neck will glow when you can target it for your rune strike. Tavil, what are you doing?
Friends and lovers, welcome to the Jimpressions for Extinction, and folks, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to this sooner. Really, I ought to have gotten to this immediately, before launch even, if preferable, but I had to buy it along with everybody else. I'm so sorry if you bought this without prior warning. I know there was a lot of interest in this game, weirdly enough, for something that is so derivative and broken. I don't know why it got any attention, but it got quite a lot of attention, so I am so sorry if you purchased it, if you bought the $80 digital deluxe version. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I grieve for you. I truly grieve for you, because Extinction is truly a masterclass in the fucking awful. As you can see right here, it's basically Attack on Titan, but bad. Bad because, as well as the horrendously generic fantasy visuals, yeah, let's take the iconic, proper iconic Titans from Attack on Titan and turn them into some child's drawing of an ogre. They look like someone tried to design a troll for Dungeon Keeper and it got rejected because it was fucking boring. Anyway, not only is the whole aesthetic factory standard homogeneous shite, the gameplay is some of the loosest you could ever hope to experience. Looser than my arsehole after I've had a couple of bottles of wine in more ways than one. The game follows a very basic pattern. You run up to crystals that have got civilians gathered round them and you hold down a button to send them off somewhere. You rescue them and you're being attacked by tiny little goblin monsters as you do it. Now, your best bet is to upgrade you've got a very basic skill tree, so upgrade the amount of time it takes to rescue a civilian, so it only takes a few seconds, and run up to the crystals and press a button and rescue them. You should do that rather than try and fight the monsters around them, because eventually the game just throws so many of those, you'll get a stress headache just trying to fucking protect them all. So you run up there, rescue the civilians, and you do some hack and slash combat, and it's fucking dreadful. Because as with everything in this game, the main character tries to target something, like, half-heartedly, and he'll sort of aim in the right direction of an enemy or a target, but once he's in that direction, that's it, he's off to do his own fucking thing. Anyway, once you've actively fought your own game to get that shit done, you've built up your kill strike meter, at which point you can play a really bargain basement version of Attack on Titan. You go up to these giant fucking transformer-sized orcs and climb up them. And unlike the navigation in Attack on Titan that took that Spider-Man style whipping about the place, you do have a whip, but if you press one of the prompts to propel yourself off a corner of a building or a tree branch, fuck knows what direction you'll go in. They have very specific directions that they will catapult you in. It's not satisfying to use, it's not fun, it takes more time, you get flung so far around the place and you get very little air control, so you often overshoot stuff all the time. Fighting the Raveni is basically asking to induce your own migraine. The Raveni are what they call their Titans. In fact, I woke up with a migraine this morning and I blame this game. In fact, this game, with its broken fucking physics and its wonky camera that can't keep up with the sloppy, chaotic, so-called action of it all, and the environments that you get trapped on, and the targeting that doesn't work, and the attacks that sometimes miss for no reason whatsoever, and the mechanics that just sometimes decide not to work at all, and the fucking one-hit kills all the bloody time, simply could not have been properly tested. I'd be shocked if it were QA tested at all, and if it was, whoever did it should be in a little bit of trouble. I am in therapy for my anger. Extinction. You have set me back weeks. Go fuck yourself with a snake. God, I got so fucking caught up in everything that I didn't even talk over the point where I got trapped in a wall. That happens a fair bit. You'll glitch through stuff a lot, which is really useful when you're trying to climb up a big Titan's fucking back. Anyway, here's some more of that thrilling hack-and-slash combat that makes up a portion of the game. In fact, this level is just that. There are no Reveni here at all. It's very thrilling. And as I'm sure you can tell from the footage, the combat leaves a lot to be desired. Even Dynasty Warriors 9, even after what they did to Zhang He, is better than this, more satisfying than this. It is just pressing the one button to attack, by the way, just square, 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 square. If you thought Dynasty Warriors was simplified, and a lot of people say that, you know, you just mash one button, you don't. In this, for the combat, you really genuinely do. Oh, and there is a dodge as well, a dodge that throws you back so fucking far away from the combat, and you then have to walk back to it. So bloody stupid. I hate this game. I really despise it. This is certainly one of the worst games I've played this year. There's no question about that. And I'm a little bit concerned that just seeing footage of the game makes it look nowhere near as bad as I'm trying to warn you it is. I theorise that one of the reasons why this game might have gotten some attention is because if you just look at it, there's a chance it might look alright. I mean, sure, it looks derivative as hell. Any snapshot of this looks absolutely like it's aping AOT. But it's really hard to communicate to you just how unpleasant, deeply joyless the gameplay experience is, because that tactile element, the aiming not working right, the hack and slash combat not working right, just everything not working right. It all works. It all does the bare minimum needed to be an action video game, but every single little element of the experience feels at least ever so slightly off, if not completely bloody off. I know I've already used the word sloppy once in this video. I know it's not a particularly pleasant word, but it really is the best word you could use to describe this game. It's sloppy. Slapdash, half-baked, just about working, graphically bleak and creatively bankrupt. The portions that aren't completely fucked manage to be slightly fucked at best, and you'd find more imagination in a Pauly Shore dialogue writer's head. Quite frankly, I think this game is a pus-filled blister with a little bit of shit rubbed on top of it. And if I were a less professional critic, that's what I'd say. But the true shame comes when you ask the question, and what then? Because suppose the game was good, or at least half decent. Suppose the game was bearable, shall we say. And then what? What are you left with? If Extinction was a game that actually worked as it should, that was actually everything the developers intended it to be, if the developers didn't intend it to be this waste of money. You know, if it was an okay game, what then? What do we have? We have just a fucking rip-off of Attack on Titan, but nowhere near as interesting, because people like playing the AOT games because they fucking love AOT. They don't love this. Sideshow Collectibles isn't going to make a $500 Reveni statue anytime soon. At the very best, it would be for people who played the shit out of Attack on Titan 2 and needed something like it. Anything like it. Desperately needed something like it. And even then, this fails because it isn't a patch on those. It isn't a patch on anything. It isn't a patch. It needs a patch. Or 2, or 3, or 4, or fucking 5. Oh, and everything's on a time limit as well. The levels are like 5 minutes tops. But it's really fucking fun when the Titans, we'll just fucking call them Titans at this point, the Tottens, the Turtons. It's really fucking fun when the Turtons are destroying everything and your destruction meter's going down and you're gonna die, but you're trapped in a wall. Or you're trapped in a Turton. Extinction is a severely bad time. And this isn't an impressions video, this isn't a review, this isn't criticism, this is a warning. Don't buy it, you'll ruin your week.
Noble death.